So, this is our final title screen change for Astral. Once you beat the game, you see this little beautiful scene. The very good title screen, and the reason why I just used this as the final end screen instead of the normal one. Such a good screen. I might use this on from like this day forward for just recording purposes. Let's have some fun. Today we're going to be starting off the completion of this game, but there's going to be a cutscene coming up soon. It's going to be skipped when we actually do Act 3. So you're not going to see it, but you're going to see it soon. So let us go back and hopefully beat and complete every single mission that this game has to offer. Let us begin. So this is a major cut because I have to skip a lot of dialogue for the post game. As I said, don't worry, you're gonna see this post game content. You're gonna see the cutscene before we go back to that. So I'm not gonna delete this. This is gonna be staying on my hard drive for a while. But you may be asking why I'm back here at the beginning of the game and not just in Fall 3. You can skip cutscenes, and we're gonna be skipping every cutscene. We're gonna be skipping every dialogue. But I will say this: as I've stated before, back in the beginning of this LP, I've been changing from male to female, female to male, every chapter. So the male gets all the odd ones, the female gets every even one. Meaning we're going to be doing all of our completion, all of our post-game stuff, and everything with the female character. Which, very poetic, since in Final 11, she was the one that sacrificed herself. Which is very good. So, give her the name Aki, and we get to start off
Brenda, where are the two new candidates
our
now?
brand new completion.
Doctor, we've just received
And this is the
reports from
only
police
case in
of
the
a
game
confirmed
that
gate
doesn't
opening in
have a
Central
rank.
City. All available
So,
officers
how
have been
each of
sent to
these
investigate.
cases are going to work is
I
that
assume the twins
other than case
are no
1,
different.
which is literally the shortest case, in the game,
Let's
we're going to be going through
consider
every
this
chapter,
field
every red case, every blue
But,
case,
sir,
and every
we
other
haven't
stuff
even
in
briefed them on
between
the
as well.
Never mind
So,
that.
while we're going
They
through
would've
the
failed
beginning
now.
chapters again,
Couldn't use them
you do remember how
Brenda,
in the beginning you have to get some good stuff.
more time to waste on
So, in the beginning of this, in startup, our first case is just driving. Our first case is just driving down and beating up our stuff. For the red case of Hot Pursuit, you have to basically get to the end of this without taking any damage. So not bumping into any cars, not bumping into any like Molotovs thrown by the car, not getting shot by any of the filth wings and with their arrows. Just get to the end, don't crash, don't bump into anything, you'll be fine. Your best friend is the B button, and it's the reason why this is an easier version of Case 8. It's like an easier version of Case 8 because there's not a lot of stuff going on, and we don't have to fight a Cryus at the end of this. It's good to know that we can do this. Other than that, while we're going through here just to complete it, the rest of the things needed in this game are 3 things. And some of them have been not explained, and others have been explained. Every case has a cat in it that you need to rescue to keep it at Max's safe house. Every case has a cat, including the post game. They're all hidden somewhere, you have to find them. But I will say this, in the first case, in this first case, there's nothing here. It's just an auto-scroller. You don't have to worry about anything, about a cat or anything else. Another thing this game has are toilets to find. If you remember back in Case 2, or File 2, we, Lappy told us that there was like that Shizu said that there was a toilet spirit in the toilets of Neuro. We have never met this spirit, but by the end of this, by the end of our completion process, you're gonna see it. And the whole point of this toilet fairy is that we need to, well, go to every toilet and give it every single piece of paper that we can grab. If you go to every toilet for a collectible, you get a piece of paper. Not toilet paper, a paper. It's better for you guys to see than for me to say. But every case has a toilet go to the toilet and you grab it, and that's another thing we get done. The third thing we have to get done is photo orders. Those are also self-explanatory, but they're more in the sense that you need to take a specific photo in the case for it to be well done. And every single enemy has their own collectopedia in the archive. So every enemy you see, you also have to take a picture of it. And I'm gonna do my damnedest to get every picture in the main game before going to the epilogue, because the epilogue you can get most of them there. But with that, this red case is done. It's super simple. Just don't get hit, don't run into cars, careful with the filtering shot. It's not as hard as Cryus. Cryus is the harder one. Now that we're done with that, we get back here to our second case. You get to go around, you get to walk around. But I will say this, the cat and the toilet are not spawned or shown in until you rescue the cat from Maison Forest and you come back here for the toilet. You get to look around and see if you can find them. They're behind, they can be either behind cars, behind debris, behind anything. But to know that you have the cat in control and you found the cat, you hear like meowing from where they were. If you hear that, you're fine.
Boy, am I glad.
It's really good to know. And every blue case is the same. This one was super simple. Just get them to the stretcher and you'll be fine.
Come with me. The chopper's this way.
And other than that, there are also a lot of collectibles in this game as well. If you saw on the top right, you would have saw a chest icon, a star, and a paw. Those correspond with chests, shootable objects, and buried items. And they're all in separate ones. In this case, we got all the chests because they were super simple. You grab them before you go have a fight with the legions or the chimeras before you get your legions. It's really good. Other than that, it's simple to just grab them. The other two are only in the fight with the chimeras because it's funny. I need to also show some couple clips as well from me beating this game. Also, if you try to run back, you can still go back. You can still like find some good shit here. Here's the toilet. It's all unoccupied. Please keep it clean. That's where the toilet is. Do that for every first time you use the toilet. Every other time you don't get it. The first time you use the toilet in every file, you get some paper to do it. Antiseptic wipes, dipped in disinfectant. Might make decent toilet paper. So yeah, and that little thing we saw was the one we had to do. But I will say this, I should have been a different color for this because every color would have been a better one. There you are, cat. You've adopted a cat. Say hello to Kinder. And with that, we also got our first feline friend. As I said, every cat has that. And I will say this, another thing in this case is another type of enemy that you'll need to see, but after this red case of Aberration Assault, oh yeah, I keep forgetting I don't have Legion. After this Aberration Assault, you need to just do it. 1, 2. Another thing we can do here, and you can get to see all these orders I have, is that every single one has their own thing. It's so good to do. And if we go to here for our combat, these are all the stuff you can do as well. Every single weapon here and every other stuff. But I think it's either here or a different one. Let me see. It is not there. It is in collection then. These slime splatters. These are only in case 2 onward, and these are annoying to catch. I'll explain it when we get to case 2, or file 2, but those things are here. They're not in case 1. You're fine. Just have fun, deal with the chimera, and just get through each red case as fast as you can. Whole premise of getting through each case is that you have to beat them as fast as you can. Beat them as fast as you can. Don't get hit most of the time, and just stay safe. When you come back to this case, it's very easy to just do it. I'll also do this. Nope, not that one. Let me get a better picture. Each enemy has their own file, as I said before. I've been just gunning and running, but it's better to just do that. Just so you can like have fun with that and take pictures. Every enemy has their own thing, and the aberrations actually have a male and female versions. Filth Wings don't, but other than that, it's more simple as just get them. Get that one. Another third one here. There you go. S. I said, don't get hit, you'll be fine. Most of these are gonna be in a sense of like trying to do it as fast as you can and trying to do this as best you can. These things are gonna be more of a spliced run if you've seen some speed runs. So this is the only one that's gonna be live with live recording, live like me actually fucking up and stuff like that. Try your best to not get hit. Try your best to do that. These are gonna be spliced, so if you want to see some fails, that's fine. But most of the time, you're gonna be seeing the best run I've done for each chapter and going on from there. Let's grab that and go forward. Let's grab this as well because I need that. Run forward and we just get to end this battle soon. Anything you've collected before, so any of the chests you've collected before, are shown as a check mark on the map, but any new ones don't show up as that. So get all 3 of these. We're fine with collecting all of the chests. They're just simple. Go into the cutscene here. We get to help out Akira for the second time.
Are you okay?
And well, here's our first photo order. Our first photo order is to take place of, oh god, let's see if we can do it again. There we go. We get a brand new thing for our compendium, but we get a photo order. I see you. The photo order means that we just have to take a picture of the invisible enemies. We do know what they are because we've fought these aberrations so many times, or these chimeras so many times, but they're more of a sense that you know what they are. You could just take a picture of them and they're just there. It's funny. Also, if you want to take a picture, if you take a picture and then get hit immediately, it automatically saves your picture to the camera, which is very good to know. Other than that, if you really want to delete it, you can just go into the photo album, delete it manually and all that. Now that we get to this part in the file, we get our legions, meaning we get our ways of grabbing the last 2 items in this case.
Part weapon, part partner. It saved my ass plenty of times.
Turn on your iris and you'll be able to see where they are.
This is so weird. It's like I'm feeling.
Let's let Akira do these fights.
That means it's working.
Go here.
So I'm guessing you can see that thing in front of you now too.
Take that.
Ugly son of a bitch is what we call a chimera.
Get a premium code.
The Ark's not so public
Well,
enemy
that-
number 1.
A chimera? The Ark's enemy?
Shoot it.
The device we gave you is a legatus.
There you go. And that one's gone too.
Chimeric weaponry.
Now for the rest of this case, just do it normally, have fun, and beat these things as fast as you can. And since you're coming back here with more strength, more abilities, more shit like that, you get to have fun, you get to do some stuff.
It's really good.
Aberration F.
Is this really the time to be geeking out, Jin?
And that's all of it, because the rest is just
The
Akira.
Legion's
Okay.
wired to attack chimeras all on its own. Think of yourselves as lion takers, huh? Just keep your hands on the whip and you'll be fine.
Alright, let's just get this as well. Beat up these aberrations because they're easier to fight.
Keep them out too long and they overheat,
Filth Wing as well.
which makes them cranky.
If you really want a safe bet to not get hit, prog the blue shield, and then you can go to town on the rest of the elite, or the aberrations, the chimeras, and all that. If you don't want to get shot. Filth Wings are the worst part about this because they can shoot you out of nowhere.
All right, you two. Focus.
Already got the, yeah? Okay. So have some fun and just beat up these chimeras, and we get to beat the rest of the mission. After this, and you get the cutscene to dodge all the cards, don't get hit, and you'll be fine. There you go. You don't even know how to do Zangetsu yet. We also get to take pictures of these enemies here, the Liases. So yeah. Lias. So anytime you get to see this cutscene here, you know it's your best bet to pop up your camera, take a picture, and avoid it like crap.
Look out! This one seems stronger than the others.
Rock the blue shield and just have the fun.
I don't know how much longer we can keep our footing here. Let's finish this up quick.
Oh god, now I gotta deal normally. Actually, I have how. Come on, come on, come on. Try my best not to get hit. That happens, and then you know you're at the end of it. I just ride the Beast Legion to avoid the car so you don't get hit. And as soon as that happens, you're at the end, dodge all the cars, you're fine. Excuse me. But yeah. As soon as we're here, we're almost done. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. See on the left side. Stay there. Right, middle, and we're done. As soon as you see the PSL one, we are fine, and we get to turn into our Legionis again, get knocked up, and completely done with this file. Just me screwing up an Aberration Assault because I am bad at this game, and that just makes it an S rank. Also, another thing that you've seen is the red matter and the percentage after every red matter picked up. You have to collect at least 90% of all the red matter to get another achievement. You just need 90%. You don't have to get 100. If you want to, go ahead, but you only need at least 90 to get the red matter collector.
hell was that?
The red matter removal. It's good. Just have fun. And with that, we're completely done with this file. Skip the cutscene, and whoop, S+.
Are you?
And with that, as soon as we get to the intro here, we get to skip the intro again, because that shit was too long. Here you go. Startup, you get to see R3. Just, I gotta do better on that. I'll do that in post. But yeah, these are good, these are fine, and if anything, this is how this game is gonna work from now on. Also in the top right, you see that we have gotten every single item. We've gotten all 3 chests, the 1 shootable, and the 1 buried. And the buried ones are always invisible to your eye, but not your iris. Turn on your iris, if you see a little circle, you're fine, and that's where you're supposed to dig. The Beast Legion also tell you where it would be. You can also change your playstyle, and it keeps your highest one for each of them. So you don't have to do this again for every file. Complete it on standard or casual if you want. If you don't want any trouble, you can do the letters on your own, but collection you can do them on any difficulty because they stay. And with that, we get to go in. Our pay goes up. And this is how you can get to your last rank in this game, just completion. With that, we are done, and we are done with part 1 of our completion. Other than my fuck up in the second red case, we're gonna be going like this all the time. It's gonna be post commentary. It's gonna be through a lot of spliced runs and a lot of recordings. So, God, I wish my hard drive does not fail on me. Hopefully we can try this again, and hopefully we can have some fun working on this completion. You're gonna hear a lot of me going sporadic left and right, but that's just how this is gonna work. And this is just today's episode is done. Next time we're gonna be going through File 2's completion, and we're gonna have a lot of fun going through each of the little things that this game has, and you're gonna hear me work on my post commentary a lot, since it's gonna be a fun time. Hopefully my Audacity is not gonna crash on me. Let me get to the good one. Thank you all for joining me today, and hope you all have a wonderful day.